Hello everyone, I am Dr. Ratna Rathi, consultant obstetrician and gynecologist at Vardhan Women's Clinic, Panipat. Today we are going to discuss about menstruation and menstrual hygiene. As 52% of the world's female population belongs to the reproductive age group, but still this topic is a taboo to be talked about, and people are not very comfortable discussing their menstrual problems, or they are not coming out in open to discuss about it. First of all, we'll talk about the basic terms and the various normal ranges about the menstruation. Normal menstruation, it is a periodic shedding of the endometrial lining, and the normal range to bleed is somewhere from 3 days to 8 days. The normal amount of blood loss which occurs is ranging from 30 to 80 ml throughout the periods, and the cycle length varies from 22 days to 35 days. So anywhere between this range, if you are having your periods, it is normal. It is not a standard thing that okay, if you are bleeding on 28th day, the next period should be on 28th day. No, it is not like that. It can range from 22 days to 35 days. It is normal. Now we'll talk about menarche. What is menarche? It is the first period of a girl. It occurs somewhere from 10 years of age to 15 years of age, and generally the periods continue till menopause, which ranges from about 45 years of age to 55 years of age. Now talking about the menstrual hygiene, basically what all are the various options available for a girl to be which she can use during her periods. First one is the sanitary pads. Nowadays various brands are available in the market. A girl can choose as per the cost effectiveness as well as her compliance, how the pad is going, how she is comfortable with the pad. Okay, how is the covering of the pad? That way a cotton covering or a plastic covering pad she is okay with. That way she can use. Secondly, nowadays a good option is tampons, which are available in the market. As per your flow rate, you can choose the type of tampons. Now the third options are the silicone cups which are available. So these three are the good options. The first two, that is the sanitary pad and the tampons, they need to be discarded, and this Cialis cup, the silicone cups, they are reusable. You can wash them and reuse them in your next cycle. So how to dispose of your pads, how to dispose the material which are using your periods. Sanitary pads as well as the tampons, they need to be wrapped in a paper, and then they should be thrown in the dustbin. They should never be littered here and there. They should never be put in the commode or in the toilet just like that, because then it can lead to the blockage, and if you are littering it, it can lead to it is a hazard for the animals, as well as it can lead to spread of diseases also, which are the blood-borne diseases. It can also spread. Now you should change your pads every 4 to 6 hours, whether it is soaked or not. Sometimes girls are having in their mind, okay, the pad is not soaked, we will not change it for 10 hours also. It should not be like that. You should change your pad every 4 to 5 hours. Same ways with the tampons. Every 4 to 5 hours you should change your tampons. One problem with the tampon is that if suppose you forget the tampon inside, and if it is there inside for more than 8 to 10 hours, sometimes it can lead to a life-threatening syndrome that is called as TSS. It is toxic shock syndrome. It is a bacterial infection which is very fulminant, and sometimes it can be life-threatening also. So you should never forget to remove your tampon. The ideal practice is either you should use the pad or you should use the tampon. You should never try to mix these two things, otherwise you keep on forgetting the tampon inside. Sometimes it can happen. And the Cialis cup, the silicone cups which you are using, with suppose once you take it out, once the cup is full, take it out in 3-4 hours, wash it, then reinsert it. Between the periods you need to boil it, and then you should save it for the next period. Now we will talk about why the hygiene is important, why we are giving so much heed to this hygiene. It is important because blood is a very good culture media for any type of bacterial infection. Bacteria can grow very easily on the blood. So we need to clean that area very often. During your periods, you should try to wash the perineal region every 4 to 5 times. Every 4 to 5 hours it should be washed with soap and water, and then it should be towel dried. Then you can wear your pad or tampons. And secondly, whenever you wash that area, you should always clean from your perineum, from your vagina towards your anus. It should never be a cleaning kind of thing should never be done from anus to the vagina. It should never be done. Otherwise, the organisms which are colonized in the anus, sometimes they can travel inside the vagina and it can lead to certain infections. So it should be avoided. It should always be from vagina to the anus. There should be a habit of frequent hand washing. Yeah, you should clean your hands again and again with any soap and water or whatever you are using with the liquid hand wash and all. But yeah, you should be in a habit to clean your hands again and again. Now, regarding the certain symptoms in the periods, like the premenstrual symptoms or the pain in the periods. See, the pain in the periods is very common. It can be there, but your life should not stop because of the pain. It should not be like you are not going to school, you are not going to your office, you are not going to your workplace just because of the pain. It should never be there. Okay, so what you can do, you can just have a diet which is very easy to digest during the periods. It will lead to less amount of cramps. Secondly, there should not be constipation during your periods. You can use certain things like high fiber diet during your periods or just premenstrual. You can have a high fiber diet so that no constipation is there, then the pain will be less. Avoid caffeine, high salt intake should be avoided. And for pain relief, you can take analgesics during that period. It is not harmful to take any analgesics for 1 or 2 days during the menses. It's not bad. And you can use a hot water bag or just rest for some time. That way also you can, or use warm liquids. You can be better that way. But to skip the school, not doing your routine activities, not exercising, nothing, it is not right. You should be very comfortable. You should be very proud that you are a woman and that you are having your periods. It should be the way it is. Okay, thank you.